When my doctor and my mum decided to tell me that I was HIV positive, I just wanted to kill myself, to be honest. That is mine.
Single mum Paida Mutopo is enjoying her first few months of motherhood, but it hasn't been an easy journey.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I was so scared, and at the same time I was excited because when I found out I was HIV positive, I never thought that I was gonna have a child. My mom believes that she contracted the disease from my dad.
I passed it on to Paida, I think through breastfeeding, or they say through, I don't know, through giving birth.
Paida and her mother Mavis both have the virus. Mavis was unaware that either of them were HIV positive until Paida was taken seriously ill, aged 9.
I was put on a stretcher and they were like, right, looks like your kidneys have failed. They were doing tests and I had like drips all over. They found out that I was HIV positive, but I was not told.
It was hard. I went into depression. It was just like, oh, what should I do? Should I kill myself and kill Paida?
Still absorbing the news, Mavis decided not to inform Paida of her HIV status straight away, waiting 2 years until Paida was old enough to understand.
When my doctor and my mum decided to tell me that I was HIV positive, I just wanted to kill myself, to be honest, yeah. And I had like a lot of suicidal thoughts for a long time.
You know, knowing that you've passed on something to your daughter unknowingly, but you know, that sense of guiltiness, it's always in you.
When word got out at school, things went from bad to worse.
I could be walking in a corridor full of a lot of people and I'll just hear someone like shout HIV or die. Before that, I used to like share drinks and food with my friends, but after that, they would rather stay away from me.
Finally, aged just 16, Paida felt strong enough to come out as HIV positive on Facebook and is continuing her work now on Snapchat.
I felt so relieved that I'm not hiding anything anymore, that people know about me without anyone saying, oh, have you heard that girl, she's got HIV. I think what people don't understand is people still think when you've got HIV, you definitely pass it on, regardless. I decided to raise awareness about HIV and talk about my story and encourage some of the people that are on this Snapchat to get tested and also explain to them more about HIV itself. I take this medication at night time because I find it easier taking it at night time. Yeah, it's only 3 tablets that I take.
Paida's medication is so effective that the virus is undetectable in her system. When she was pregnant, she took top-up drugs to minimize the risk of passing on HIV to baby Kai, but the family still feared the worst.
I don't think I would have been able to live with that if he was found out that he was HIV positive. My baby was tested whilst we were still at hospital. Then afterwards, about 3 months later, a nurse that I'm really close to told me, she's like, oh, he's tested negative.
Today, Paida has one of her 6-month checkups to ensure that her current medication is keeping the virus under control.
When you're here today, we could organise you to get some bloods and I can give you a prescription.
Oh no.
Okay, shot scratch. Well done. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And you're still happy with what you're on?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good. So the aim of treatment with antiretroviral therapy is to suppress the virus. And what we mean by that is when we do the blood test, which is a molecular test to look for the virus, we can't actually find the virus in the blood. If I accidentally stuck my finger with a needle, having taken blood from her, there's no action that needs to be taken. I don't need to take any post-exposure prophylaxis or antiretroviral therapy to prevent me from getting HIV. The life expectancy of someone living with HIV is now comparable with the rest of the population, which is certainly not what it was in the sort of late 90s when I first started working.
Watching Kai grow.
Yeah, so what's he doing at the moment?
I think he wants to crawl, you know, because he's always like rolling over the place.
When crawling happens, you turn away for 1 second.
Oh,
And they're off. In terms of HIV and pregnancy, certainly here in North Manchester, we have from sort of 20 to 40 women a year who deliver babies, and the women are positive. And certainly in the time that I've been here, we've never had a positive baby.
Paida plans to continue campaigning for a better future for herself and her family.
The HIV diagnosis, I think it's made us more closer to each other so that we can fight the battle together.
I want one day to just wake up and know that there's no more stigma surrounding HIV, and that is my dream, so I hope one day I will achieve it.